Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. Another edition here of the Brilliantly Dumb Show, coming in early, coming in often. Now, folks, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently here today. We got the Ryder Cup recap. We went to Wisconsin, did a lot of filming for the Ryder Cup. Man, Wisconsin's a wild place, just a wild, wild place. And we're going to be taking you over to our recap. Myself, Lauren Pacheco, my girlfriend, are going to be recapping the Wisconsin Ryder Cup trip. A lot of you probably saw the Ryder Cup going on this past weekend. What a blast. What a time. So what I wanted to do, we got a lot of golf fans out there. We're going to be doing a Ryder Cup edition of the Brilliantly Dumb Show. So we're going to be taking you to our recap there of the Ryder Cup. Before we do so, let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, the Brilliantly Dumb Show is brought to you by Prize Picks. No Mikey Villani today. He is as hot as they come right now. Hit again on the Sunday games. We lost the big boost that Prize Picks gave us. Bounce back Sunday night. This man is scorching. He's taking the week off. We will not have Mikey Villani this week. We'll lock in the Prize Picks bets for this weekend, which is going to be Thursday. Terrible game, classic Thursday night football game. Jaguars versus the Bengals. Go ahead, lock me in right out of the gate. I want Trevor Lawrence over 249 yards passing, and then I want Joe Burrow under 249 and a half yard passing. I think the Bengals jump all over the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars stink. They remind me a lot of the Jets. Just terrible. Not a whole lot to them. I think Jacksonville goes down early. I think it happens fast. I think Trevor Lawrence is forced to throw the rock in the end. Whether he has 3 picks with that, we don't care. We just need to get over 249 yards. Cincinnati runs the ball all game because they have such a big lead. So give me Joe Burrow under 249 and a half passing yards. Give me Trevor Lawrence over 249 passing yards. Take it, lock it in. I'm putting in for me and Mikey Villani. $100 is going to win us $400. That's Prize Picks. Promo code Bobby Props. We go back to Mikey Villani for next week. And again, he is scorching. Get signed up to Prize Picks. They're going to match your first entry up to $100. Come join us. Come join the movement. We're having a ball with it. So again, Trevor Lawrence over, Joe Burrow under. Hopefully Cincinnati pounds the rock. And over, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you to our Ryder Cup themed episode. This is the recap. Let's head on over to Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Benny the Jet. Folks, we are live here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Comfort Suites Inn to be exact. This is the Ryder Cup edition, Brilliantly Dumb Show. Coming to you live here, Big Game Bob and
Lauren Pacheco.
Lauren Pacheco, my girlfriend who's experienced the Ryder Cup with us. I truly think one of the best sporting events I have ever been to.
I agree. It was amazing.
I thought it was absolutely just unbelievable.
It was different than other golf tournaments because it had the energy of like a football game.
Yes, and we went to the Ryder Cup. We're actually, for those who don't know, those in here on the Patreon, we should be making the announcement shortly. We're going to be doing a show called Bob Does Sports. It's run by the same guys who started All Gas, No Brakes. And what we're going to be doing is going to live on YouTube. It's going to live on Instagram. Doing Things Media is behind it. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to a different sporting event every single weekend, just about. No, Jet? Jet, our producer here. I think just about every single weekend we're going to be going to a different sporting event. Some bizarre events, some normal events, baseball, football games, and we're going to be experiencing SEC football games. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to get the food component into it, and it's something we're going to be doing every weekend, which is just going to be a blast. We're going to be pumping out a lot of content, but this was the Ryder Cup. We wanted to start off with the bang, and that's the Ryder Cup, but what you said, Lauren, is true. The Ryder Cup it's so different than any golf event you could ever go to. And I was almost worried because we do the golf heckling. I was almost worried that we wouldn't be able to get heckling in because it's so few tee times and so many people crowding each tee time. Each tee time, it's like you're following Phil Mickelson or Tiger Woods.
Yeah, the tee times were a little different. I didn't think it was that bad, though. We got the hang of it. We started going to the holes before the players actually got there, which I think was the call. That's what we needed to do.
And we had 2 days. So a lot of times where I've done the golf heckling, whether it be a Riviera or the Northern Trust that we came out recently, it's one day of filming. So it's one day. This, we had the practice round Thursday, which was mobbed like a Sunday on any other tournament. And then we had Friday as well. So we have 2 days of footage. Benny the Jet, our producer, I don't think has slept here in Milwaukee. I don't think his eyes have closed in Milwaukee. He has just been working on content, and we've been firing from start to finish from the time that we got there. Before we get into the Ryder Cup, we're going to do our edition of buy and sell. Okay, this is a new component here of the Brilliantly Dumb Show.
Right.
5 things, whether it be a person, whether it be a food, whether it be a city, something that took place in the week, whether you're buying stock on or selling stock on, okay? Do you want me to start us off there, baby
like
girl?
to start.
You want to start,
Yeah.
okay? She wants the nod. We're going to start. There's going to be buy or sell.
Okay,
5 things, doesn't have to be in order. Let it rip.
All right. So the first thing that I would like to buy is the pro shop at the tournament. That store, and I like to shop anyway, but that store was unreal. I've never seen anything like it at a golf tournament. It was every like sport brand that you could think of had their own edition of Ryder Cup merchandise, and it was huge. It was insane.
It was the most mobbed gift store I've ever seen. And not a lot of gift stores can sucker me into making a purchase. What you're looking behind you, I bought a flag there for the Ryder Cup right there. That's a very good one. I like that a lot. It was unbelievable, the gift shop.
It was so organized. They had like people pointing out to where to get in, then the lines to buy your stuff. Then you could check your bag after you bought it, so you didn't have to carry it around with you, or you could ship it home to where you live. I just thought it was amazing.
That's a very good one. I actually liked it a lot. I didn't see that coming. I like it a lot. The gift shop at the Ryder Cup is insane.
It was crazy. Okay, now something at the Ryder Cup that I would like to sell would be the concession stand food. I thought that it was very weak. The chicken sandwich, I took one look at it, and it looked like those microwavable chicken patties that you buy from like Costco. It was very disappointing.
That's a good one. I mean,
I
it's
want you
true.
to comment on it because you're the food guy, but
Yeah, no, I mean, it's true. The concession stand, it was a normal concession stand. Food was definitely a little bit weak, plus the lines for the concession stand. It's just everything was enhanced. Concession stand, gift shop, it's just a total mob scene at the Ryder Cup. Like that, I like to sell on the concession stand.
and only 2 options of chips. I thought it was very random. Doritos and plain Lay's.
Yeah, we got to be better. We got to throw a Sun Chip on there. We got to
is
maybe
that?
throw a Cheeto on there. And in Wisconsin, we really wanted to try the bratwurst, which we're going to get into, which is like the big Wisconsin thing. A lot of the stands were out on the bratwurst, and we really wanted to experience the bratwurst. You didn't want to. I had to.
Yeah.
But go ahead. That's good. 2 good ones right there.
Okay, I'm going to buy the Porta Johns at the tournament.
That's a great buy. That's a really good buy that I did not see coming. Benny the Jet smiling ear to ear over there because he took a couple pisses throughout.
Okay.
That's a great buy.
Yeah, well, they were just shockingly clean every day. I feel like most of the ones that I went into, I couldn't believe how clean they were for how many people were there. So that I was very pleased with. Okay, next one I'm going to I'm going to buy Nikki Smig's Cadillac.
Oh, that is a great buy.
That thing was so comfortable. I felt like I was in a recliner. It was beautiful.
Nikki Smiggs, who's a dear friend on the podcast, dear friend of the program, and a dear friend of ours, who, we've done so many episodes together with Nikki Smiggs. Happy hour. It's our first time meeting Nikki Smiggs. He's a comedian, just such a class act, but he has this Cadillac. It's like an 87 Cadillac, and it's the most comfortable car I think I've ever been in.
So when we would come back from the tournaments, we were all exhausted because I think we got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep every night. It also had this nice little hum to it that was almost like a lullaby that put you to sleep. Sure. And I feel really bad for Nikki Smiggs because I think everyone was just passed out in the car. It was a very, very nice ride.
Well, in order, you have to get up so early. So, I mean, they do it so early. The first tee time, I think, is 7 o'clock, Jet. I think it's 7 o'clock for the first tee time. And everybody wants to get to the first tee because the first tee it's like the grandstands where everybody can surround, you can heckle, there's yelling going, there's chants going. it's so important to get to that first tee. That's a 7 o'clock start. So just from the start to the finish of the day, we're filming the whole time. You're doing a lot of walking. It's exhausting. We were warm out. Great buy on the Cadillac.
15,000 steps a day.
15,000 steps a day, and a
I was excited.
great buy on the Nikki Sminks Cadillac.
Thank you. All right, we've got another. Oh. I have to sell this, and I've been wanting to for a long time. I'm going to sell your ability to buy alcohol.
Where does this come from? What do you mean by my ability to buy alcohol?
So we went and got little shooters, or you did, before we went in, the little like tiny shots of alcohol, and you bought Bacardi Lemon. Bacardi. I mean, I don't even know who drinks Bacardi unless you're like making a specific cocktail. But Bacardi Lemon, it was the worst thing. And then Smirnoff, just even picking Smirnoff, you just picked the most random alcohols to buy.
I'm actually
always
looking at a couple leftover shooters right there. Now, yes, it was a bad choice going with the Bacardi that I kept calling Bacari, which is very embarrassing. But at the same time, how about me going into the convenience store, going into the gas station before we got into the stadium and buying 12 to 15 shooters so that we didn't have to even get alcohol?
That was super smart, but we wouldn't have stopped if it wasn't for me. So it was kind of like a team effort right there.
So we'll thank your bladder for that.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just going to revoke that from you because Bacardi. The last time I had Bacardi, I think I was 21, and it gave me a stomach ache all night.
I actually got a stomach ache right now.
You should have one. I couldn't believe you were actually drinking it. So yeah, that's my list.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Besides ripping me for the alcohol, I like the buy or sell segment. I'm gonna go very Milwaukee themed. Something that I'm gonna buy is the Milwaukee cheese curd. I think with the cheese curd, you should absolutely buy. I liked it. I think it's a better version of the mozzarella stick. And the cheese that you get, that Milwaukee, Wisconsin cheese that they talk about, is so much better. So a lot of hype around the Milwaukee cheese curd. I'm buying the cheese curd, no doubt about it. Something that I am going to sell is the bratwurst. I don't hate the bratwurst, but I will say I wouldn't go out of my way for a bratwurst.
Well, I don't think that you dress it properly, to be honest.
I thought I dressed it. Why? What did I not dress it well?
First of all, the first bite that you took of a bratwurst at the tournament, you had nothing on it. It was dry.
That's fair.
And that scared me. That was concerning. I think you need to put like sauerkraut on it, mustard. Like, I'm a big condiment person, and I feel like you were not there with the condiments.
I agree. With the first concession stand brat, the first brat that I had, I wasn't there with. I should have. It was a dry brat.
You
for
don't
sure.
Do dry brats.
But the second bratwurst that I had, which we went into Milwaukee, into town right next to where the Bucks play, I did red peppers, roasted red peppers. I did onions, and then I put mustard on that sucker. So I do think I got the full brat experience. But yes, the first brat was a dry brat.
True. I think the second brat looked amazing, but maybe you're just not a brat guy.
May not be a brat guy. I don't know. They built up the brat so much in Milwaukee, just like they did with the cheese curd. The cheese curd was great. Cheese curd was great. I just wouldn't go out of my way for a Milwaukee brat.
What about the pretzel?
The pretzel was good. It's like a ballpark pretzel, but 10 times thicker. I mean, the pretzels, it was good. It was good, but a pretzel's a pretzel. Yeah. And I don't think of a pretzel as an appetizer. Milwaukee really uses it for an appetizer.
What do you think of it as? A snack?
Yeah, snack. I mean, if you're at a game, it's like a event type of food.
Right.
You know, but I would never go to a restaurant, sit down, and say, we got to do the pretzel.
I don't think anyone would say that.
However, what I would like to say, which was a very smart move, is we did the pretzel, comes with nacho cheese, okay? Pretzel as the starter, and then you go to the entree. Entrees came with french fries. I saw Willie Ridges from Roback actually dipping the fries into the pretzel cheese, which I thought was brilliant and really
great.
Changed the direction of the meal.
The fries were amazing.
The Milwaukee fries, it's a good fry. It's a good fry. Something that I'm going to sell is the Comfort Sweets. And not to bash them, but I got to sell. This place, I'm not going to sugarcoat. It's a dump. It's an absolute dump. We look like we're on a casting couch right now. But
Great.
nothing works. I've never seen a place where more things don't work than things that do work. If you look at the ratio from things that work to not work here in the Comfort Suites in Milwaukee, we're talking toilets, sinks, TVs, whole 9 yards. I think it's 60-40 not work to work. I went on the treadmill this morning, something that I thought was hysterical. The treadmill, it barely has any power. So the treadmill runs, but you don't know how fast you're running. You don't know what incline you're running at. You don't know how long you've been running for. The only thing it shows you on the treadmill is your calories. So the only way that I could gauge my workout was on calories. And I know you don't like you're not big on bashing places, but we got to bet. And then, we called to have service for housekeeping, and I called downstairs to the lady. I said, "Ma'am, can we please get service?" She goes, "Service?" And I said, "Oh, you guys don't do service?" And she does it again. She goes, "Service?" I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess they don't do housekeeping service."
Well, this is first of all, this is, I think, one of those places that you stay longer. 'Cause we have a full kitchen in our
True.
place. I don't know what you call it, room, and it's a huge room. But I think it's okay because in the matter of 3 days, I think we maybe spent a total of 3 hours
True.
in our room.
True.
We were going so much.
It was funny though to call down and ask for service and just to have somebody go, "Service?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about, service?" So sell the Comfort Suites here in Milwaukee. Something that I'm gonna buy, and this is a no-brainer buy. I know that you'll agree. We went with Roback. Roback took care of a lot of this trip. It's something that they do. Will, Kevin from Roback, Matt from Roback, who started Roback, the golf company. They were absolutely unbelievable, and they're some of the classiest people I think you'll ever meet. They were a joy to be with. The owner, the guy who created Roback, which is the golf apparel I'm wearing the shirt right now. He showed up to the Ryder Cup dressed as Abe Lincoln, and he got more TV time on Golf Channel, everything than you could have imagined. He was in the stands starting chants with us. They're just so much fun, and I think a lot of times where you think about these golf companies, you think about these big executives and the Nikes of the world and the G4s. They're just everyday guys that enjoy the game, enjoy what we do so much, and we're just a joy to be with.
Yeah, no, they were great. I didn't know what to expect, and when they came down all dressed as like Benjamin Franklin and Abe Lincoln, and it was so great to see, and they were so fun to be with. Like, I just want to hang out with them now.
Yeah.
I want to be friends.
and their product is unbelievable. And I think I started working with Roback, I would say about a little under a year ago. They are the most enjoyable company I've ever worked with. I mean, far and away. They just do things right. I love it. The material's great. And then you meet these guys, and they're a total joy, and they were hysterical. They were so much fun to be at. Now, I do got to throw in the ad at the same time here. Link is in my Instagram bio, brilliantly done. 15% off your first Roback purchase. Get a look at the sweatshirt right here. And just, I think the way they started Roback, it was so interesting talking to them. They took us to dinner. The way him and his, Matt and his wife started Roback out of their basement, and when they see people around the tournament wearing Roback, it's just so cool for them. I feel a part of it. They've really made me feel a part of it. And what's cool about Roback is they're big, but they're not huge by any means yet. And especially talking to them, so it's fun to be a part of a company that's kind of up and coming. You know what I mean? And they were just a joy to be with.
Yeah, no, I love them. They were great. And it's nice too because you actually we really like their products. Like, their stuff is so well made, and so the quality is so nice. So it's cool to be involved with a company that you really believe in, what they're selling.
Well, yeah, and I'm so invested into them. Like, when you do one of these ambassador deals, they ask you for an X amount of posts, X amount of stories. People who follow my Instagram probably know I do way over the allotted amount that I'm supposed to do because A, I want to give back to them. B, I'm always wearing it.
You wear it every day.
I wear it every day. I love it. And then meeting these guys is unbelievable. Something that I found interesting, we were talking about paying tour players because they're finally at the point where they're ready to get a tour player to start wearing their stuff, start repping their stuff, which is, takes a lot to get to that point. And of course, the tour players ask for a lot. We were rattling off certain names that we think would be good for Roback that aren't really signed yet. I think the Jet, you had a good one. Scotty Schauffler, I think would be Scotty Scheffler. Well, excuse me. I think Scheffler would be an amazing guy to have. Victor Hovland, I think, would be a good guy to have. But anybody to get wearing it and the process of getting these guys to wear your stuff. But Roback, hands down, absolutely unbelievable. And then my next buy is going to be the Ryder Cup in general.
Oh, yeah.
Because, again, I can't say it enough. Again, we were going to the trip. We were very excited because it was the Ryder Cup, but at the same time, it was very much of a business trip. We wanted to get as much content as possible. And, I was stressing the fact that I didn't think I would get close enough to the players to be able to heckle the way that I normally would.
I know.
Folks, we interrupt the Brilliantly Dumb Show to let you know that the Brilliantly Dumb Show is brought to you by our good friends at Manscaped. Autumn is in the air, ladies and gentlemen. What better time to take care of your nutsack than right now? Who's going to take care of your nutsack? Manscaped. Manscaped, our friends, are here to help you. Make sure you're keeping things fresh this fall with the leaders in the male grooming and their brand new 4th generation performance package. Boys, get ready for a cuffing season like no other. You could do so. You could join the Manscaped movement with 20% off using promo code 20Bobby. That's 20Bobby. Get 20% off and free shipping. Don't mess around. Your nuts are fragile. Be careful out there. Do so with Manscaped. 20% off, promo code 20Bobby. Come join us. Get yourself some Manscaped today. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt the Brilliantly Dumb Show to remind you that the Brilliantly Dumb Show is brought to you by Deal Dash. Deal Dash is a fair and honest bidding site. I may have retired off the field, but I'm still winning because now I use Deal Dash, the online shopping platform that is actually fun. Deal Dash is the longest running penny auction website and app around too. Too good to be true? You bet it is. Cars sold for $900, a brand new TV for less than $2. Don't be a loser. Stop paying full retail price for the things you want and get on Deal Dash. Go to www.dealdash.com or download the app. By the way, when you register, enter the promo code DUMB. That's DUMB for a very special offer. Don't mess around. Have fun shopping. Enjoy your shopping and save a whole lot of cash when you do so using DealDash.com. That's DealDash.com. Download the app. And of course, for a special offer, enter promo code DUMB. DUMB. Deal Dash. We'll see you over there.
I know. You were stressing. I mean, it's understandable, but I was like, you're going to get it. And like, I think what was so cool was that you were getting a lot of like fan interaction and like fan interaction with you, but fans of the golfers, like you would just stop them and talk to them. And it was hilarious. Like the stuff they were saying.
That ended up being, and Jet's been working on the video, so we haven't even seen it yet, but I think some of the best part is going to be, like you said, that fan interaction. Mm-hmm. There were people that were drunk, there were people, and what's funny is everybody gets there so early, so you get there about 7, 8 o'clock, but you can feel after the first tee times go off, then it comes to about 11 a.m., 12 p.m., the boos start to hit everybody.
Oh, yeah. And, I think it's crazy there because even at 7 a.m. in the morning, you wouldn't know that it's 7 a.m. because of how pumped up everyone already is. I'm like, what time does everyone start drinking here? Because, you started really early.
I did, and also, too, in order to do, like, the heckling that we do talking to the players, I do got to be a little greased up.
Oh, yeah.
I do got to be a little boozed up because it's not, you just don't know how they're going to act. You don't know, and you want to be able to feel the need to just fire away. Mm-hmm. A couple guys that I will say, and I've said it before, that you just can't crack. Yeah, there's certain guys on the tour, no matter what you say to them, whether even they're on the putting green, and it was so much looser at the practice round come Thursday, but there's certain guys that I cannot crack. The number one guy that I can't get to No matter what I say to him, I thought I had some funny lines to him, Jet. He was on the putting green of a practice round. Jet said
Oh, I know
Brooks.
who it is.
Brooks is up there. Brooks, do you know who it is?
Justin Thomas.
Justin Thomas. I mean,
You
this
were
guy.
so mad.
Because this guy's got to loosen up. The things that I was saying to him, he's on the putting green. It's a practice round. You know what I mean? And I get the whole.
He is at a golf tournament. Like, I don't really think he has to, like, acknowledge
No.
the crowd. He's
doesn't.
working.
Right, but this is the Ryder Cup. It's a practice round. I would think that he would be a little more loose.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I just don't think you're gonna get the same from everyone. Like, your boy Tony.
Oh, it's Tony
gives
Finau.
you a lot.
I tell you, this Tony Finau, I will back this guy for the rest of my life. I mean, he is just so much fun. In the practice round, he had, it's 6 of the players teeing off together in the practice round. They're all walking here. Tony Finau brought his whole family. The whole Finau family was following behind Tony. He loves the heckles. He loves the crowd. He gets engaged with the crowd. He's just fun. He's a fun guy. Bryson DeChambeau was a blast. He was having a lot of fun with the crowd. Can't break Justin Thomas. Can't break Dustin Johnson. But I don't even think he could break Dustin Johnson off the course.
Yeah, no. I don't know how much, personality there is with each player, though. I'm sure there's probably just some quieter guys.
Yeah, and I get, again, if it's a normal tournament as well, I get the whole being locked in thing, and I'm not expecting them to respond to me. But you're at the putting green, okay? You're at the Ryder Cup. It's a practice round. Have some fun. Loosen up a little bit. And then Koepka would be the third guy that it's very tough to break, and get him enjoying himself. But I will say, Milwaukee's been good to us. Jet, how we doing on time?
We got 8 minutes.
Jet said we got 8 minutes here left on the camera. That battery has just been beaten to a pulp. I mean, it is. I think Benny the Jet.
We've been beaten to a pulp.
We've been beaten to a pulp.
I don't know how you have this energy right now. Like, I think we've had maybe like 8 hours of sleep total.
It's
here.
Yeah, it's exhausting. But I'll tell you what. I think as exhausted as we were, the guy that really deserves a lot of credit is the man standing behind the camera right now, Benny the Jet. I mean, Benny the Jet is a huge golf fan, and we go to the Ryder Cup, and Jet, you've never been to a Ryder Cup, no? You want to take it in so bad, but the Jet is behind the lens the entire time. And what the Jet was doing, there was times where we start the day at 7. By 12 o'clock, I feel like I've gotten all the heckling in, all the interviews. Like, I'm tired. Jet would keep just saying, you got to get more. We got to get more. We got to get more. We got to get more. And those last-minute pushes out of the Jet, I think, have really took it over. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And Jet, I'm going to bring in the Jet here. Jet, I just want you to just introduce yourself to the folks here, how this started. And let's just give a warm, just sit here, Jet. You're going to go solo here, Jet. Just talk, just talk to how this started and your Ryder Cup experience.
How did it start?
How did it start and then your Ryder Cup experience?
Oh, the Ryder Cup experience was great. Though we were working the whole time. It is a business trip that we're on. So we were grinding out there. But I mean, it was a lot of fun. I've always wanted to go to the Ryder Cup, so like it was a good experience. Besides that, what was the other question? Please.
Were you able to enjoy the Ryder Cup to the fullest potential with all the work that we were doing? Because we kept saying it almost felt like a business trip to where I don't think we even saw that many swings.
Yeah, we didn't see yesterday. We saw nothing, but like we would see here and there. But it was more so like the interactions. Like that was more of an event than the actual golf. It was like the fans just kind of going crazy.
Yeah, and I think what's really going to help the video, and I think the video is going to be spectacular. I think what's really going to help it is those last-minute pushes where I was exhausted, and you're just saying pedal to the metal, keep it going, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm always worried we don't have enough stuff, but yeah, I think we got a good video coming.
Benny the Jet, we appreciate you. We're going to bring back in Pacheco here to close this thing down. But, yeah, we were just pedal to the metal. It was a blast. And, we hope to deliver. We hope to deliver for you folks. The video is going to be coming out soon. Miss Pacheco, anything last words on the trip, Milwaukee? Anything that you want to add that you don't think that we got to?
I think Milwaukee is great. Not really what I expected, but I had a great trip.
Yeah, I will say too. It's Milwaukee. It's a place I didn't think that I would end up being to. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a place that I don't think I would live, but you got to experience. You got to go. You got to expect to pack on the calories, do the cheese curds, try the bratwurst. The bratwurst is good. I don't want to hate on the bratwurst because it's good. It's just not. I
They
think
talked
what.
it up too much.
Yes, I think it was talked up a little too much. The cheese curds, no. I think the cheese curds are a neat
If
experience.
you're coming to Wisconsin, bring layers, bring coats, mittens. I was freezing.
Yeah, it was cold out here, but I will tell you this: one of the better experiences we've had. If you're not a golf fan, I apologize, but I wanted to really do a Ryder Cup edition episode because it really was. It was just a special experience, and with this Bob Does Sports show, I mean, there's just going to be so much more of this coming. We're going to be on the road a lot. You're going to be seeing a lot of Benny the Jet. You're going to be seeing a lot of LP. You're going to be seeing a whole lot of Bob. You're going to get the Joey Coldcuts involved, Nikki Smiggs, who LP bought stock on. Come on aboard the movement, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe, join the channel, listen to the podcast. We love you. We appreciate you. Over and out, Ryder Cup edition episode here of the Brilliantly Dumb Show from Milwaukee. We got to get the fuck out of the comfort suites.